Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me for today's live stream and the Tao 1 book reading. Today is February 13, the day before Valentine's Day in 2023. So, me and my wife are going to go do something tonight because tomorrow is just a little hectic, a little crazy. Plus, little girl, yeah, sometimes you got to be creative, right? So, happy Valentine's Day to all of you. We are in audio section number 13 of the audiobook connected to this daily reading. And in the chapter itself, or chapter 2 of this book, the Tao 1, The Way of All Life. And again, for those of you who are new, this is the author, Dr. and Master Jigang Shah. What I'm doing is I'm playing his audiobook and then showing the Kindle version of the written, which of course they don't always match. One of the reasons they don't always match is because when the audiobook is translated, some things just don't make sense, and things are reverbaged to make it all match up. And right now, Master Shah is actually doing a live teaching on his Facebook page, the Tao De Jing, and I think that's the first time I mentioned this. It's a little bit of a conflict. I don't like coming over here, but I need to complete this responsibility. And the good news about anything that he teaches on Facebook, on his Facebook page, is it's recorded, so you can always watch it. So after I'm done here, I'm going to go back and watch it. Anyway, to catch up where we left off at, the last wisdom that was coming through the book was on soul tapping and soul dance and soul song. Soul song is the song of the soul, and earlier in this same book, he gave the mantra San San Jo Lu Ba Ya Wu, and that mantra assists with opening up specific channels in our bodies. And then when you chant it very quickly, you release your soul language. So then this last section was on soul song, which is a higher frequency than soul language. He also talked about soul tapping, which is uh, it's using your soul to tap. It's actually very effective. You could, for example, get a phone call from a loved one, and they say, "I have a headache," or my arm hurts, or something like that, and you could connect. You could say, "Dear my soul, could you please tap the soul of my friend who has the sore neck and shoulders, and help them to relieve that discomfort?" And you could, and then just tap the air. Literally, that's what you're doing. But because you connected with the 4 power technique, soul tapping, you'll find is very effective. I have done it many times with a surprising level of effectiveness. So if you're new to this understanding of healing with the soul, then you've got a long way to go. It's very, very powerful. So welcome, Maureen, and welcome everybody else who's just joining. As I said, most of the people are still with Master Shah. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into today, um, and we'll see just how long this is going to be. It looks like about slightly less than an hour of the audiobook. So I typically take one of them and put it in half. So let's go ahead and jump in. We're coming into Ling Sao Yao, which I'm pretty sure is soul herbs. Very interesting subject. So let's go ahead and jump in. Looks like I'll need to change the view here. Give me a moment. There we go. Now we can get the right screen up. There we go. Okay. And so enjoy.
灵草药 soul herbs. Ling means soul. 草药 means herbs. For 5,000 years, the herbs of traditional Chinese medicine have served millions of people. Today, Chinese herbs are popular worldwide. They are used in almost every country. There are also Indian herbs, native people's herbs, and many others. Almost every country and every culture has its own herbs. Herbs come from nature. They carry the five elements of nature, which are wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Five elements is a universal law. Everyone and everything consists of five elements. A human being has five elements. Herbs have five elements. A herb that has the nature of wood element can heal the disorders of the wood element in a human being or in a pet. The wood element in a human being includes the liver, gallbladder, eyes, and the tendons, and the emotional body of anger. If a herb carries the nature of wood element, it can serve all of these wood element organs and tissues, as well as anger in the emotional body. The fire element in a human being includes heart, small intestine, tongue, blood vessels, and the emotional body of depression and anxiety. If a herb carries the nature of a fire element, it can serve these five element organs and the tissues, as well as depression and anxiety in the emotional body. The earth element in a human being includes the spleen, stomach, teeth, and the gums, muscles, and the emotional body of worry. If a herb carries the nature of the earth element, it can serve these earth element organs and tissues, as well as worry in the emotional body. The metal element in a human being includes the lungs, large intestine, nose, skin, and the emotional body of grief. If a herb carries the nature of the metal element, it can serve these mental element organs and tissues, as well as grief in the emotional body. The water element in a human being includes the kidneys, urinary bladder, ears, bones, and the emotional body of fear. If a herb carries the nature of the water element, it can serve these water element organs and tissues, as well as fear in the emotional body. For example, the herb bohe, which is peppermint, can stimulate cellular vibration in the liver. Therefore, boho is a very important herb for liver conditions, including inflammation, bacterial and viral infections, cysts, tumors, and cancer. Boho can dissipate energy blockages in the liver. The important wisdom in this Tao teaching is that you can say hello to the soul mind body of a herb to do soul healing using the soul of a herb. Drinking physical herb tea is very important, as has been proven by millions of people's experience over thousands of years. However, there is a special Asian statement: 神仙用灵药。神仙 means saint. 用 means use. 灵药 means soul herbs. Therefore, 神仙用灵药 means a saint uses soul herbs. This is a fairy tale story for humanity. How do saints use soul herbs? They can create miracles without using physical herbs to offer healing. They can appear in front of a person, offer soul herbs, and the person receives remarkable healing. Many such fairy tale stories are described in books about Taoist and the Buddhist saints. I'm honored to tell you that anybody can apply the secret of soul herbs to heal yourself, your loved ones, and others. The secret is simple. It may be too simple to believe, but remember Da Dao Zhijian. This is the way to do it. I will use a liver condition as an example. If a person has hepatitis A, B, or C, cirrhosis of the liver, liver cancer, other liver conditions, or anger in the emotional body, apply the four power techniques. Body power, sit up straight. Put the tip of your tongue as close as you can to the roof of your mouth without touching. Put one palm over the liver. Do gentle soul tapping on your liver area. Do it now. Soul power, say hello. Dear soul, mind, body of boho, peppermint, I love you. You have the power to heal my. Name your liver conditions, including anger if applicable. Do a good mind power. Visualize a beautiful green light. Green is the color of wood element, radiating from the soul of Boho to your entire liver. Your entire liver shines green light. Sound the power. Chant repeatedly, silently, or aloud. Boho heals my liver. 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 Practice a lot. To practice 3 to 5 minutes to heal serious liver conditions is not enough. Generally speaking, for chronic and life-threatening conditions, practice 2 hours a day. Add up all of your practice time to total at least 2 hours each day. You could receive healing results that cannot believe yourself. Now I'm going to offer TAO soul herbs, boho soul mind body transplants. Prepare, sit up straight, totally relax. Open your heart and soul to receive these permanent Tao treasures.
Again, for those that are new, maybe watching this for the first time, coming across this a year or two from now, whatever the case may be, this these transmissions have been spoken about earlier in the book. If you missed that, you can go back and learn all about what are soul transmissions. If you're not sure, you're not comfortable to receive, then simply um, silently tell your source, I'm not ready to receive this transmission of soul herbs. If you are, then automatically they'll be transmitted to you. Okay, continue.
Tao order, Tao soul herb, bohe, soul transplant, transmission. This treasure is a golden light soul of bohe from the Tao realm. About 700 feet tall, it has come to your body. Tao order, Tao soul herb, bohe, mind transplant, transmission. This gold light beam is about 700 feet tall. It has come to you carrying the consciousness of Tao Soul Herb Bohe, Tao Order, Tao Soul Herb Bohe body transplant, transmission. This golden light beam carries the energy and the tiny matter of the Tao Soul Herb Bohe. It has come to your body and will take a few days to shrink from its original size, about 700 feet tall, to adapt better to your body. Tao order, Tao soul herbs bohe, soul mind body transplants, join as one. Hey ya 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 you! This Tao order is for your Tao soul herbs, bohe, soul mind body transplants to join as one to serve. Now chant with me. Tao soul herb bohe, soul mind body transplant heal my liver, thank you. Tao soul herb bohe soul man body transplant, heal my liver, thank you. Tao soul herb bohe soul man body transplant, heal my liver, thank you. Tao soul herb bohe soul man body transplant, heal my liver, thank you. Tao soul herb bohe soul man body transplant, heal my liver, thank you. Tao soul herb bohe soul man body transplant, heal my liver, thank you. Chant 3 to 5 minutes per time. Pause this recording to practice more. The longer you chant, the better. The Tao Soul Herb Bohe has power beyond comprehension because it is not the herb Bohe that we know on Mother Earth. The Tao Soul Herb Bohe has come to you directly from the Tao realm. There is no comparison between its power and the power of Mother Earth, her Bohe. I wish you will chant the Tao Soul Her Bohe Soul Mind Body Transplant more. To chant them is to invoke them and to turn them on. Otherwise, they will be rested. Chant more, you could receive remarkable healing and rejuvenation for your liver and the entire wood element in your body beyond any words. In summary, you have learned how to apply Ling Yao, the soul of herbs, for healing. I'm releasing this secret to tell you and humanity once again that the soul has the power to heal. You have also received Tao Soul Herb Bohe Soul Mind Body Transplant and learn how to apply them. They carry divine and Tao soul power to heal. Millions of people are on the spiritual journey. The Bible has shared many stories of the healing power of Jesus. There are many historical Buddhist books that explain the healing power of Guan Yin, the compassion Buddha, the medicine Buddha,释迦牟尼, the founder of Buddhism, Amitabha, the leader of Pure Land, and other Buddhas. Many other spiritual realms also have stories about their spiritual leaders who have offered miracle healings. All of these great spiritual leaders applied soul healing power to create miracles. The divine is the leader of all souls. The divine is our father and mother. The divine has divine soul healing power beyond imagination. The herb bohe has a soul. Every herb has a soul. To boil herbs, make a tea, or to eat raw herbs is to use the matter and energy of the herbs to heal. To chant the names of herbs is to use the souls of the herbs to heal. The souls of herbs have power beyond the words. To chant herbs is to apply Ling Yao for healing. Many people have extensive knowledge about all kinds of herbs. I will not teach you about very many herbs in this book. I'm releasing the divine and Tao secret of soul herbs to you and humanity so that you can apply Ling Yao to heal yourself and others. To summarize, the one sentence secret of soul herbs is to invoke the souls of herbs, and the chant them is to apply Ling Yao for healing. There are many good books on herbs. Study them, then call the soul of the appropriate herbs for healing. You could receive results that totally surprised you. So far, we have been talking about herbs in the human realm, which are the herbs on the Mother Earth. There are also herb gardens in different realms of heaven and Tao. Divine and Tao herbs may not exist on Mother Earth. You have received soul mind body transplant of Tao soul herb bohe from the Tao realm. In 203, The divine gave me the honor and authority to transmit divine soul herbs from the divine soul herbs garden to humanity. In 2010, Tao gave me the honor to transmit Tao soul herbs from the Tao herb garden to humanity. The divine and Tao has guided me to create Tao soul herbs tea. This will be historic breakthrough treasure to serve humanity's healing and rejuvenation. The divine and Tao guided me that the Tao realm will download permanent Tao soul herbs to people's physical tea bags or loose tea leaves. When people drink the tea, the downloaded souls of Tao soul herbs will reside inside the person's body to offer healing and rejuvenation. For example, to create Tao soul herbs tea for healing and rejuvenation of the wood element, the Tao Ram will download permanent soul herbs with the nature of the wood element to physical tea. When people drink this tea, the downloaded Tao soul herbs will come into their bodies to balance everything with a wood element character, including the liver, gallbladder, eyes, tendons, and the emotion of anger. If you drink Tao Soul Herb tea, remember one secret chant: Tao Soul Herbs tea heals and rejuvenates my wood element system. Thank you, Tao. Tao Soul Herbs tea heals and rejuvenates my wood element system. Thank you, Tao. Tao Soul Herbs tea heals and rejuvenates my wood element system. Thank you, Tao. Tao Soul Herbs tea heals and rejuvenates my wood element system. Thank you, Tao. Tao Soul Herbs tea heals and rejuvenates my wood element system. Thank you, Tao. Tao Soul Herbs tea heals and rejuvenates my wood element system. Thank you, Tao. Tao Soul Herbs tea heals and rejuvenates my wood element system. Thank you, Tao. Chant a few minutes per time. The longer, the more often you chant, the better. These Tao Soul Herbs are different from Mother Earth's herbs. This is the first time in history that the Tao realm has released Tao Soul Herbs to humanity. Most of the Tao soul herbs do not exist in the physical form on Mother Earth. I'm honored to be a chosen servant to download Tao soul herbs to the physical tea to serve humanity's healing in a special way. I have created the Soul Power series, of which this is the sixth book. I have offered karma cleansing for thousands of people worldwide with heart touching and moving results. I have downloaded countless divine soul mind body transplants. An ordinary being may not be able to fully understand this kind of service. A highly developed spiritual being can see the images of karma cleansing and divine soul mind body transplant and also communicate directly with the divine to learn the value and the power of these divine treasures. As I was writing this Tao One book, Tao guided me to offer Tao Soul Herbs tea. I was excited to be asked to offer this special Tao Soul treasure to serve humanity from the Tao realm, but I didn't have Tao Soul Herbs tea yet. I did a slightly different live demonstration with a group of advanced teachers who were with me. I downloaded Tao Soul Herbs directly to their soul, heart, mind, and body. I asked if anyone present had any significant health challenges in order to receive Tao Soul Herbs as a demonstration. One of my advanced teachers responded.
My name is Frances Ann Brown. The first night that we were here, you gave us such incredible treasures. I was sitting with my legs crossed. I tried to change positions and heard a crack and a pop on my side. Initially, I didn't think my ribs were broken or cracked, but it's progressively hurt more and more. The intensity and depth of the pain are not as much as in the beginning, but I am still in incredible pain. I just reached over and picked up your latest book, Master Sha Divine Soul Mind Body Healing and Transmission System. I need some support against my ribs, and your book has been phenomenal, of course, with your special blessed photo on the back cover. I am just assured that there has been great healing just because of this book's support that I am carrying around with me. It has also been incredible for me to realize how deep are my belief and mindset that I don't need the kind of help that I offer to other people. It has been a challenge to let people help me. They are very loving, and yet it has been very emotional.
Another one of my advanced teachers had been offering some healing to Francis Ann. Here is his evaluation.
My name is Dr. Brock Schwartz. I'm a doctor of chiropractic with 30 years of experience. When Frances Ann first came to me 2 days ago, she was complaining that she had severe rib pain. I felt and touched her ribs to examine them, and I noticed that some of them were really stuck. Also, there were several vertebrae in the back that were really out of alignment. The first technique I tried was one to help get the vertical and horizontal energy flowing, to try to remove the energetic blockages that were contributing to her severe pain. I was feeling, touching, examining first her back, and then when I moved around to the front of her ribs, she jumped up suddenly. I was only touching as you would touch an eyeball, with the lightest possible pressure I could use. When she reacted like that, my first thought was that, uh-oh, maybe she cracked a rib. She described her pain as a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. It was obvious to me that that was an accurate description. She said that she had been feeling better after her initial injury a couple of days earlier, but when I went to touch her, it really showed me and her how tender and injured she was in that rib area, even though several of you worldwide representatives here have been giving her healing blessings.
I asked Dr. Schwartz, could you kindly check Francis Ann now and give us a report? Dr. Schwartz said, I will be happy to. He examined Francis Ann, and suddenly she jumped in a painful response. Dr. Schwartz nodded. What we just saw is the classic jump sign. The pain is still that intense. It is still very sore. On the pain scale of 0 to 10, the pain is still around 7. Francis Ann had been injured 5 days earlier. She said that her pain was initially at the level of 10 on the scale of 0 to 10. After receiving several healing blessings from my worldwide representatives and other advanced teachers and healers over several days, Francis Ann said, for the last day or two, my level of pain has ranged from 5 to 7 on the scale from 0 to 10. Now it is a 7. I thanked Francis Ann and Dr. Schwartz for their explanation of the situation. I was honored to offer a permanent Tao Ram Soul Herbs download to Francis Ann. I told her to prepare to receive this Tao treasure. I sent this Tao order to her only. The order is Ultimate Tao Order, Ultimate Tao Soul Herbs Formula. will be permanently downloaded to Francis Anne for her condition. Transmission. After transmission, I told her, "You are very blessed. Now turn on these permanent dorsal herbs to give you a short healing." I want everybody to know Tao treasures, divine treasures are just like a light bulb. You turn on the switch in the room, the light is on. You turn off the switch, the light will be off. Therefore, after receiving Tao treasures, divine asked me to teach the recipients to connect with Tao treasures, divine treasures, to see turn on. This is the meaning. I told everyone to chant together for her. Tao soul herbs heal her condition. Thank you, Tao. Tao soul herbs heal her condition. Thank you, Tao. Tao soul herbs heal her condition. Thank you, Tao. Tao soul herbs heal her condition. Thank you, Tao. Tao soul herbs heal her condition. Thank you, Tao. Tao soul herbs heal her condition. Thank you, Tao. Tao soul herbs heal her condition. Thank you, Tao. We chanted together for her about 7 to 8 minutes. Then I said, How means get well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then I asked all of my top teachers and healers who can share what you saw. One of my worldwide representatives, Peggy Warner, shared.
Thank you, Master Sha. I saw the Tao herb garden. I saw a magnificent soul pick the particular herbs. There were seeds and 4 different leaves. They went into Frances Anne's ribs and also wrapped around her ribs. Her body is vibrating at the level of the Tao soul herbs. These herbs do not exist on Mother Earth. There was a lot of darkness and excess, blocked energy in her ribs. After the transmission, the Tao soul herbs were vibrating and connecting to Tao realm to bring much Tao light and Tao support to remove the blockages. At the same time, energy circles were being rotated to help clear the excess energy in the painful area, and golden and crystal light came in to give support on the soul level.
Another one of my worldwide representatives, Francisco Quintero, shared.
I saw the Tao realm open, and then I saw the Tao herb garden. Frances Anne received at least 5 different Tao soul herbs to heal the pain she's been experiencing. These herbs came directly from the Tao realm to her rib area, filling up with beautiful light. Then they spread throughout her entire body. I've seen Master Sha transmit divine soul herbs before, but this is the first time I've seen a transmission of Tao soul herbs. The difference is that the Tao soul herbs were rejuvenating and renewing the entire rib area where Frances Anne has been suffering, down to the bones, the cells, and the tiniest matter and spaces. All was being rejuvenated, renewed by the Tao soul herbs.
Then Francis Anne shared.
Initially, what I experienced was a river of light coming around my back and then into my body and through my ribs. I immediately experienced light. The river was crystal. It contained colors that we do not see on Mother Earth. Immediately, I started to feel some release. I felt my shoulders drop down, and anxiety that I was not aware of dissipated. The pain at this point is maybe a 2. I realize that I've put the book down, and that is a sign to me that things are better. I am ever so grateful.
Next, Dr. Swartz shared.
I also felt a river of light coming through with the transmission. It was healing me at the same time it was healing Francis Ann. About midway through the process, I could feel the entire field around Francis Ann relaxing. I feel very happy.
I then asked Dr. Swartz to examine Francis Ann again. Dr. Swartz,
I'm using the same pressure as before.
Francis Ann,
I'm not experiencing difficulty.
Dr. Swartz,
Now I'm going to use a little stronger pressure.
Francis Ann,
I'm not experiencing difficulty.
Dr. Swartz,
I'm using twice the pressure now.
Francis Ann.
I am still not experiencing difficulty.
I said again, Dr. Swartz, could you treble the pressure on the tender parts? Dr. Swartz used 3 times more pressure. Francis Ann,
I am still not experiencing difficulty.
everybody's amazed and speechless on the power of Tao soul herbs. Dr. Swartz explained that Francis Ann's condition is different now.
Francis Ann's ribs are moving properly now. When I touched the area that was so sore just before the transmission of the Tao Soul herbs, I can palpate the entire area now. And Francis Ann, you can see, no longer jumps as she did before. The area is still quite tender, but before it was exquisitely tender, to the point that she would jump at the slightest touch.
I thank Francis Ann, Dr. Swartz, Divan, and Dao. I'm honored and very much looking forward to offering Tao Soul Herbs tea to humanity. The fire.
Okay. So this brings us to the end of this section. When we return, I hope you come back. Master Sha is going to deliver 2 or 3 different types of herbs to all of those that come back to listen. So that will definitely be worthwhile coming, because we're all going to get about 12 transplant herbs, 3 each, 3 or 4 different herbs. So very exciting. I believe that will be tomorrow. I have to double check, see if anything else is happening that I'm not aware of. So I look forward to seeing you then. Keep an eye on the posts and you'll know if I'm going live. So thank you everybody for coming, and we'll see you probably tomorrow, Tuesday, the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. If I don't see you then, and if I do, I'll be saying the same words. Bye-bye.